I'm going to college because I always wanted to continue my education, and I'm a sucker for learning.
I went to college because I want to be a veterinarian.
So I get my parents out of my hair, and I'm not too far away from home.
Because I want to get a good education and better myself to get a better career.
I went to college because I want to be an accountant so I can make a lot of money.
I wanted to go to art school, but I'm here because my family made me.
I'm going to college because I want to discover who I am, and by doing that, I want to find out what I love doing.
There are so many clubs to choose from. I like history, running track, photography, partying, theater. I want to try everything.
College. This is the chapter in a person's life where they finally leave the nest and head out into the promising life of a college student. Throughout American history, college has played a different role in society, and students' role in college has also changed. Some believe that this change was for the worse. Mark Edmondson, author of On the Uses of a Liberal Education, believes that what was once an institution for learning is now a sports and fitness emporium. He also states that students are unenthusiastic. However, unlike what Edmondson believes, I believe that students are enthusiastic about social activities. And I also believe that although Edmondson doesn't think that social activities are beneficial, some activities really are. That this change isn't for the worse, it's just change. But I do think he has merit when he says that some social activities really aren't beneficial academically at all. In the early 1900s, they had many clubs that we still have today, such as the band, choir, and debate team. However, they also had clubs that we don't have, such as the Prohibition League, a club against alcohol, or two literary societies.
Part of the foundation of the college is this literary society, and then the Adelphic joins it some years later. And those were really, sort of the place to be. I think it's interesting that professors were part of them, so that not only do you have students as part of your social circle, but you would also socialize with professors, with their families to some extent. Even when they were sort of in decline, they were seen as sort of this important part of campus culture, or at least of campus heritage. And the Speeds, or Sigma Pi Delta, are the first sorority, and they started as a tennis club. And they got their nickname because of their agility on the court, so that's why they were called the Speeds. Significant that they were women, because it was one of the ways that they wanted to be able to meet sort of without supervision from faculty members or the dorm mothers.
The change from these literary societies to Greek life still affects us today.
Have over 200 clubs. All of that stuff is sort of fragmented, which is really great because it allows people to have clubs for whatever they're interested in.
I'm in fencing. I am in Scandinavian club.
I participate in ultimate frisbee,
Cross country, band.
I'm in the art club.
I'm involved in cross country and track.
I'm in the geography club. I'm in the Web Guild.
Saga, the literary magazine.
I'm in Habitat for Humanity.
Cross country. And 3 choirs.
I'm on the Augustana swim team. I like the swim team because it keeps me physically fit.
I made a lot of friends.
It really helps me feel involved with the school, and we're giving back to the community.
It's a great way to meet people.
Builds up my resume for entrance into medical school.
It's a great stress relief.
A group of congressmen with long memories who were in the last war. They knew that when a man gets out of the Army or Navy or Marines, he's worried most about a job, an education, and a home. And that's why Congress, led by the President, passed the law, the Servicemen's Readjustment Act of 1944, better known as the GI Bill of Rights.
The GI Bill essentially subsidized servicemen who were returning from the war in their pursuit of higher education. One result of it was a whole difference in perception about what American higher education was. Formerly, in the past 50 years or so, it had been viewed as a kind of elitist experience designed for the privileged few. With the advent of the GI Bill, it became accessible to everyone. After the GI Bill, a whole different population came in. The ethos changed, the composition of the campus changed, the face of the campus changed, so that there were older guys in pea jackets coming on campus. They smoked, they cussed, they'd been in the war. It was an explosive, exciting time, and it certainly changed the campus forever, I think. Opened the way to a diversity that we now pursue and celebrate.
Diversity relates to the clubs because there's so many multicultural organizations on campus. You have the Black Student Union, Latinos Unidos, you have Love, which is a dominantly Hispanic and Black social sorority type, but not really being a sorority. There are all types of clubs on campus, and the reason they're so important, it's not only just for like the Latino students to get together and celebrate their culture, the Black students to do the same, but it's also a way for other students who want to learn more about another culture.
Present day, there are many clubs to choose from. There is diversity on campus and just a general enthusiasm about social activities. However, this does not mean that all social activities are good. There's actually lots of drawbacks to these same clubs.
It makes me a little tired.
My academics kind of suffer because of it too.
I feel like I may have overwhelmed myself a little bit.
It's pretty stressful being involved in this as well as school.
Because it takes up a lot of my time.
Often I choose it over homework and most responsibilities that I have.
It's not the clubs themselves that are bad, it's what people make of them.
Aside from clubs, many college students also participate in partying and drinking. Not only are these activities non-academic, but partying and drinking among college students is illegal and dangerous.
And I don't think that inherently that drinking is a bad thing, but people just go too far, just don't balance their lives well, and that's the issue, not the presence of these activities in general.
Really, balance is the main crux of the issue here. It's the balance between the really elegant academic society that was available years and years ago and the plethora of clubs that we have to choose from now. A lot has changed over the years, and not all of these changes have been good by any means. But aside from what Edmondson thinks, not all these changes were for the worse. So overall, good or bad, change is just inevitable. It makes me wonder where we're going to be years and years from now.